we're starting off where, like, before you're just about to get off, Night Prowler's father comes in on a bike. And he goes, "Can I borrow him?"
If you need him, I
Perfect,
guess.
fine, great.
Oh,
And he just
right.
grabs him. Like Joey just gets on the bike and he's like, "Now," and he just like, "I just remembered, and I'm sober, so yeah, now."
Dear.
And they ride off.
Huh.
I look forward to seeing what the purpose of that was.
So, what do we want to do about the plan now that Night Prowler is gonna be busy with his dad?
I guess he's gonna be very busy with his dad.
Well, we still have the plan.
Indeed. We simply need one person to be the bait, and 2 people to come in and arrest this darn cats.
I guess I can still be the bait.
Excellent. Now, where should we put this?
Put what?
And verification holds up the mask.
Did you take it? I thought you had to go back for it.
Oh, I guess we do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember for sure if we ended after they went and
I'm
got it
pretty
already.
sure you had. I'm pretty sure you had to go back for it.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. In that case,
I guess I'll have to do that.
we should proceed to the underground.
Sure.
No reason to split up yet.
Alright, so you guys trace your steps back. And basically when you get down into the underground again, the first thing you're met when you get back into those like brick tunnel areas is this horrible smell.
Yeah, Sam just tries to rough it through, but he doesn't. He's like, "Oh God, it sounds awful down here."
Smells like the trees.
What?
What?
This doesn't smell like that.
Different kind of trees.
Wow, trees wherever you're talking about sound very unpleasant.
Nice. Imagine it's all subjective.
Humans have a very
Where was the team last? The hospital, right?
No, well, we split up. That was the last thing we did.
Yeah, well, right before you split up, you kind of noticed that
verification looks back and you can't tell, but there's a smile behind the mask.
Kind of like ruffles his fucking suit. Underdeveloped sense of aesthetics, my fucking ass. Grumbles as he walks to our destination.
Yeah.
it just gets more and more intense.
Oh God, it's like getting hard to breathe. Ugh.
Perhaps I should proceed alone. Although the smell is getting somewhat intense.
I don't know. This is kind of suspicious.
This is also true.
The smell should be, well, distributed throughout. It shouldn't be getting stronger unless something is emanating it.
Perhaps the remains of the robot.
How would a robot smell like this?
Well, we don't know what powered it or what kind of elements or fluids may have been in it.
Indeed. Felnor technology can be extremely idiosyncratic.
Could
I
also
think-
be alien cat spray.
Maybe for now we should still stick together, and I'll just deal with it. Head on in further.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Funny enough, as soon as Sprawl says cat spray, you just turn around the corner, and where you thought was supposed to be the thing, the wall is still covered in knives, but everything else is like where you recommend like sauce parts, like you kind of like this goop, like you hear your like feet splash water, and then all you see is this kind of like mercury looking fluid, and there's kind of like just. And then you keep going, and then like there's just dust and ash and just this kind of burnt, kind of like smell to everything now.
Question from Travis, because he doesn't remember. How do you contract mercury poisoning again?
Oh, I don't know, but it's not mercury. Mercury just looks like mercury.
Alright, because I was like, shit, might have to run like right now.
Indeed.
Uh,
Your suit is not sealed.
turns to the two. Is there any way, do you remember what it looked like?
It did not look like this.
No, I mean, this looks like someone disposed of the evidence, which is, I guess, why I'm asking, do any of you remember what the mask looked like well enough to replicate it?
And I imagine we have it on our recordings that we constantly take, but whether or not those would be of enough quality to find somebody with the sufficient skill to replicate it, I don't know.
Verification just looks at Sprawl and says, someone with perhaps the capacity to print 3D matter.
Well, first off, let's check the tapes. So, someone roll me plus superior.
I'm guessing one of those two.
Yeah, it probably should be me. Hold on. I forgot to put on my... There we go. Roll superior. Woo!
Alright. Yeah, verification, like, it's a bit jangly, but you definitely got something of the mask. You definitely got a good few looks at it, especially when it was holding Bastion hostage.
Yep.
Otherwise, you have to kind of like 3D print like around it, kind of like fill in some spots in the back. Of course, the one problem is you don't know what it looked in the underside.
Indeed, but the good news is at least that we have...
Transmit the image to me, please.
Here you go.
And so Sprawl processes the image and extends up a hand, kind of gathers all the knives that are in the ceiling and uses that as the raw material to basically try to print the mask from the picture.
By the way, what is this Quicksilver, actually?
You think that's what might be, like, I don't know, the body, like, something started there. It's basically the starting point for whatever caused the conflagration.
So what do I need to roll to try to replicate?
Replicate the mask, Womi Freak. And
Or, well, yeah.
because you're gonna have to shape yourself into a 3D printer. You're gonna have to make it.
Want to use wield your powers.
Also, you can use that.
Ooh.
An adult move.
You took that advance?
Yeah, my Doom track.
Oh wait, you're doomed now?
I have a Doom track. I'm still a transformed, but I have the track.
Mark it.
I did. So that would be a hit. Choose one. So create something useful from your environment. So.
Yeah. So you create a replica of the mask. You take the mercury puddle and it's not gold, it's silver, but it's definitely got the likeness and everything.
Were the blades silver, or were they the gold of the armor?
They were the mask was the gold of the armor.
No, but I mean the blades that were still stuck in the wall and the ceiling that came
those
from
those are still metal.
Okay, so they're like a steel silver color.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mask was the only gold, and that seems to be, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. This is the best I can do right now. And I hand it to Bastion.
Yeah, he kind of takes it and he's like, huh.
Shall we?
No, no, nothing. Go ahead.
Shall we proceed above ground so that you do not have to endure this wonderful stench?
Yeah. Let's leave, please. And he just kind of walks. It's like, wonderful. How in the...
Huh? We go back above ground?
Yeah.
Yep, you make your way above ground with the makeshift mask. Okay. You got one of the two things now, just to find something artsy.
Alright. Now,
It's also got to be public.
where should we go?
Maybe there's an art exhibition being held today, or some kind of...
Or how's the like big shopping plaza downtown that most cities have, and Halcyon being huge probably has one. If it's like most of them, it's probably been renovated to be all Art Deco future or super modern and have some weird abstract art thing.
Indeed.
It's gothic.
It's still artsy.
It's artsy, but it's gothic. Because that's an overdone trope.
Is it
The
really?
kids like to call it Camelot. There's also something else they use, but that's going to be dirty. So imagination's there. Anyway, yeah.
And since, this city being what it is, there's a good chance there's something going on that's newsworthy in that plaza. So maybe we just casually have it within line of sight of a camera.
Probably. Are there any... Yes, we should set it inside of a camera, but then we will also want to be in a good vantage point. You know, for when he arrives and we have to arrest him.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
All right. So, yeah, you head down to Camelot. Ba-da-ba-ba. And,
With the Knights of the Round Table.
something able. In any case, you get there. It's it's like this medieval plot, like garden of sorts, and then like inside the mall and then outside of the mall, it's kind of like this. It's like this Gothic convention center almost. Like there's gargoyles and stuff.
Hmm.
In any case, strolling through town, you Animal Kingdom is signing his new book.
Who's in
His
town?
Animal Kingdom.
Ah.
He's signing his autobiography. Guess what it's called?
Animal Kingdom?
Actually Going into the Wild.
Oh, okay, well...
But not actually.
About what you could expect.
Yeah, just about. And so there's this huge crowds and lines getting in front of it. Someone roll me assess the situation to pick a spot.
Oh. I can do
mean,
that.
Yeah, either you or me. You're a little bit better than me at it, but
Verification is disturbingly enthusiastic about a sniper right now. Whoa!
apparently so.
Right. So you're scanning the place verification, and then everyone's just milling about or getting in line and talking. You see the news cameras everywhere, and for people living in House Sound, it kind of goes outside of their minds, but you just see this like this perfect marble statue of Chosen, the Coral Comet, and Sherman.
As a place to hide?
As a place to put the mask on.
That's what Bastion was thinking.
So, right on Sherman's mask, or more like his helmet, you definitely would get that good kind of publicity.
Can I ask a question as well?
Sure, go ahead.
Where can I stand to have a good vantage point, as well as like a commanding vantage point of the area around the statue?
Well, you see, the cat doesn't meet you where you put the mask. He sees the mask via something. He leaves a message somewhere personal. And then you meet him where he wants you to meet him. On what he likes to call neutral ground.
Okay. Well, should we put the mask on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no reason why to delay.
It's got to be done.
I guess we put the mask on.
Yep. You put the mask on. What are you gonna do in the meantime till someone gets the message?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, how's the family?
Well, I mean, Stratham's usually not home. What can you do? He's a busy hero. And a successful one at that. Melissa's being Melissa. Drinks his coffee. Satisfied that that's more than enough explanation.
Verification goes into sort of like security and policing mode, because this is how he feels most comfortable in like what's the word? In like malls and big public spaces. So I think verification is going to try and assess the situation, like be on watch.
All right. Yeah, you can be on watch for everything.
Nope.
Oh, what's it, Sprawl?
I was gonna say I was actually gonna say that Sprawl was probably tapping into nearby security cameras, just kind of like watching the area as well.
Well, you're all sitting there for 4 hours. A bit of time passes. You can take away a condition if you have one, because of the rest and downtime. As you're all probably getting something to eat, maybe, or whatever.
Yep.
And Sprawl, you get like this email message.
Alright, I guess I read it.
It's from Dr. Sidaris.
Okay.
He reads, hey Horace, it's been a while, but just wanted to let you know, I've been looking over everything, still no new anomalies, but you got a package. Looks like it came from Amazon. It's sitting, by your bed, which you never use. And I kept it there. Sincerely, Dr. Maxwell Sidaris.
Well, I find that odd.
Sent from my iPhone.
But yeah, it's odd because definitely didn't order anything from Amazon recently. So to kind of write back real quick. Thanks, Doc. Sorry I haven't been in touch. Been busy. Upload of latest specs will follow. And then just like space hyphen Horace. And send that, and then upload, my latest readouts and all that, or whatever, for him to look over and whatnot to his system. And then, so, I think I need to make a run an errand real quick, guys. If anything happens, I'll let y'all know, and y'all do the same.
What errand? We are in the middle of an of a very delicate and risky operation.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like him.
What sounds like who? What now?
I mean, he's supposed to send a message to us personally.
Right.
Sounds like
Yeah,
he-
so yeah, tell him. Apparently, I have a package waiting, and I have not ordered anything. And given the timing of it, it seems possible that it's related to this.
I mean, why don't we just all three of us go?
I would tend to agree. We should avoid splitting the unit.
Just didn't know if we needed to maintain a visual contact here for any reason.
Well, they say he doesn't stay here, and it's not like this is a mask that he'd want back. It's not even a real one.
All right, let's go. And so Sprawl starts heading towards the lab, garage, whatever it is. Both.
Your doctor friend rents a level of research office space that he bought from some private forensic scientist. He lives there, basically, in that building. Got a couple, like, cots and whatever. Some basic kitchen stuff. His living area looks more like a college dorm room than an actual, like, house. The rest is taken up just by the cumbersome amount of lab equipment, holdovers from his history with Argus.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And many different little baubles.
A place of scientific learning. I am surprised that this is not a government system.
I'm gonna just assume you get there on verification's ship.
Yep.
Okay.
You get there, and while verification remarks this as you kind of like get up the elevator and it dings and you enter, you already see Maxwell, Dr. Maxwell, just standing like less than 5 feet away from the elevator doors, and he's kind of like got like a PB&J and milk in his hand.
Doc?
When's the last time you ate?
A few days ago, maybe, before we went to space.
You went to what?
Went
Also,
to space.
I see you look a bit different, Horace.
Yes, that will be in the update I sent a few minutes ago after I got your email.
You must realize that was about that I'm not exactly you, and I can't sift through about how much code, and then I have to unpack it.
I didn't expect you had
And there's
analyzed it.
now dynamo engines.
Yes, it's you'll have a fun time with the code.
But you have friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bastion with it.
The Bastion and verification of Just Force.
Yeah, your dad would be remiss. And probably your mom. Well, more to her than your dad, but you know. Friends matter when you're a mad scientist.
Sir, a pleasure to meet you.
You a robot?
I am not.
Darn.
I am an extraterrestrial organism.
No one ever freaking makes a super heroic robot. No one. It's always just armors and... Ugh.
I mean, you could be the first.
Indeed. There are combat platforms on my planet.
Yeah, but I'm not... That's not area to study. More of a biologics man. Diseases, poison, truth serum.
Human only?
Mostly human. Like 90%. 5% animal. Actually, no. 80% human, 10% animal, 10% whatever the hell landed on my desk. Usually alien bacteria. Then I had to make vaccines. But in any case, you'd never come back without a reason, Sprawl. How's the warehouses? You hobo.
They're sufficient.
You know, you ain't gonna find her swimming it out under the bridge.
I don't sleep under bridges.
It's a metaphor. In any case,
kind of nods, giving that same exact argument in the past.
he kind of puts the PBJ and milk aside and goes, "Your package is on your bunk, which is made."
Thank you. And I walk over and get the package and scan it first for any sort of tech or anything like that, or booby traps type stuff.
Nothing. There's not even a bit of technology in it.
Alright, so yeah, so I go ahead and open it.
It's a Halcyon coloring book.
I look for the colored page.
There's one building in particular. It's the only building out of the entire book that's colored.
Alright, so yeah, compare that with like a layout of the city and whatnot.
And it's the top of the not Commerce Hall.
It's the top of the what?
It's kind of like, yeah, it's top of the Commerce Hall, which has always been under construction. Because for some reason, people just like bashing through the Commerce Hall. So there's a solid 2 or 3 floors of just construction up top of one of the most important public service buildings in Halcyon City.
Of course. It's government efficiency.
They stopped paying construction and just put tarps over the place.
Sounds about like the one that I was attacked at then.
Yeah, kinda, except yours was West Tarps, more just being a skyscraper built in progress.
Yeah. So yeah, relay the information. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where he wants us to meet.
He's extremely roundabout.
You hear a guitar.
There's no like time or anything like that anywhere.
Nope.
To the ship?
To the ship.
Indeed. Thanks, Doc.
And he just goes, "Yep, you're welcome. Hey, come back. As soon as I get through the package, alright? The data package. Gotta run through all that. Obviously, dynamo engine. Obviously, you look like you're a different human being altogether.
Yeah, just wait till you get to the part where I was a woman.
Oh no. What was that like?
Things got
Did
weirder.
you experience the hormones? That would be interesting if your nanites actually affected your biology as much as your physical form.
I did have a slight craving for pumpkin spice.
Jesus.
It's worse than I thought.
It was pretty
God.
terrible.
We're doomed.
Well, as long as it's nothing to make your mother cough.
I also lost control a bit there, so might be some interesting stuff in that.
Finally lost it.
Apparently, I wasn't in control.
Holy shit, that must have been terrifying.
Yeah, it was pretty terrifying. Bastion kind of says. That was.
It kind of results
Holy
into
shit, they did.
a spider in his brain, literally.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It
And you
was not
gotta
the-
laud your friends for that one.
Hey, he wasn't the one that threw me off a 50-foot building. 50-floor building, so, could have been worse.
A lot's happened in
Oh.
the last couple of weeks.
Is this that Phoenician apartment thing?
Yes, that asshole.
Indeed. It required the use of heavy weapons.
Asshole, I
Never
thought
did.
he was reputedly a nice guy.
He was a dick.
Ah,
we were
well.
also under that misapprehension, yes.
Never meet your heroes, kids.
Yeah.
Any case. That's a recurring theme in my stuff.
What?
All my professional heroes are dicks. You gotta change that soon.
Oh god. Accurate science, man.
Anyway, back from the fourth dimension, the fourth wall, we get back into the comic book, and yeah, do you guys just head straight there? Tell me how. Are you going in by plane, like just dropping in through like the tarps and stuff?
That is what I would suggest. Dynamic entry. Actually always optimal.
Yeah, like while they're
Say.
flying, Bastion's like, Sprawl, you better go back, by the way.
Hmm?
I would
No,
eventually.
you're saying it's Sprawl. I don't like that answer.
Well, it might take him a couple of weeks to go through everything anyway. It was a pretty big data drop.
I mean, you could always tell him with words.
That's what the data drop is for.
Does the data drop constitute words?
It's in a language, absolutely.
It is often said that the direct statement is the honest one.
It doesn't get more honest for the situation than the direct coding for the situation and the responses to it and data logs for everything that has happened.
Basically, Sprawl wants to put off actually saying it in person.
It's unbiased information.
The most
Information.
empirical clarity is the code itself. Very Warhammer 40k Mechanicus of you, Sprawl.
Very
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Cult Mechanicus.
No.
Ah, yes.
To whoever's typing that out, it's just they talk in binary and do everything in binary because it's more efficient.
Yes. I recall. I remember.
Okay, other than that, yeah, he's just getting ready. So are we going, like, on the roof, or from bottom up?
We don't really know where he might be, so
I suspect so. We should begin at the top.
it'd probably be the easiest to access with the ship.
Agreed.
All right, you get to the
So-
top. You guys, who's exiting the ship?
Verification will not be leaving the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be Bastion and Sprawl, probably?
All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when the ship, the hatch opens and Sprawl just kind of jumps out and lands on the uppermost point of the building.
Yep. You kind of like use your dynamo engines. Bastion, how do you get down?
Well, I thought he was gonna lower it enough so I could just kind of hop down, but
Yeah, verification will do that.
yeah.
Okay. Verification, you go for the tops, and Bastion, you kind of hop down, and before verification sees, you see them. You see two figures, and that self-same body armor. One guy's huge, huger than anything you've ever seen.
Like the kind that would create a heat type image of a giant dude with a massive maul attacking a safe.
Exactly like that. Except now he's kind of twirling about this kind of morning star.
Alright.
Flail. And next to him, you see this guy fiddling with kind of like syringes. And as soon as you land, Bastion, the man who's basically, if you remember what happened to Dr. Connors in Spider-Man, the animated series, that kind of alligator wizard man,
Yeah.
basically that but bulkier. Like that, and Killer Croc had a child, and this was it.
So that's one of the two, or there's three of them that are like now?
There's two.
Okay, okay,
It's just those two, is what Bastion notices.
okay.
And he kind of like slaps the human on the male human on the chest, who's got goggles on, like this kind of like just short kind of like mohawk, and he kind of falls back and goes, "Ugh!" He goes, "What the hell was that for?" And he kind of looks and he sees you, Bastion, and he like, "You with the cat?"
Wait, what did he say?
You with the cat.
Kind of like looks to Sprawl.
Maybe.
Sprawl, you hear you with the cat. Verification, do you immediately go up? Like, what do you do?
I can see them, right?
It's kind of tight. You can see them through like your rear camera.
Did somebody drop from roll 20?
Ted did.
Yeah, I'm getting. You're cutting in and out.
Okay, so Delta Lisk is in. Ted is getting some internet issues.
Yeah.
That's sad. Rejoin. So yeah, you see him for your rear camera verification, in that kind of red tinted backdoor cam, and it gives you distance, and you you get like height size on the two of them.
And can I hear through Sprawl's connection?
Sprawl is higher than you at this point. Funny enough.
Yeah, but we have
okay.
that.
Sprawl is on this kind of like Batman kind of level.
But we do still have the open line basically between the three of us.
Yeah.
So Sprawl, you get a quiet kind of like echo through verifications, Vox, transmitter. So I don't know what the comms. There we go.
That's it.
Okay.
And Bastion, you're just staring at them, right? Like, what are you doing?
Well, while he's staring, I see them though, right?
You're you got a vantage point on where Bastion is, but not much further. They're in like this kind of super dark point. We're getting to like the edge of the day, and the sun like is completely gone from that area.
Okay. What
Bastion.
was that, Bastion? What's going on?
There's two men down here. one looks like a normal guy with like some syringes, and the other one looks like someone gave steroids to a man crocodile. And they're asking if we're with the cat.
Well,
The wizard goes, "You're going to answer him, else you're going to be food."
Now they're threatening me.
we're not with the cat, but that we don't know what they want to hear.
He's like, Bastion asks, "Are you two with the cat?"
We're asking the questions here. Goes the kind of like the guy with the syringes. You see, like there's this kind of like liquid inside of him. It's kind of like glowing liquid.
Verification is going to basically maneuver the ship like a gunship, and so that he's behind them and he has a shot through the tarps.
Okay, so you're trying to get behind them.
Yeah, just like.
So you're gonna have to get up through the building and then go up backwards a little bit and then down again.
Right. Yeah, because there's like some unfinished like rebar or.
Yeah, there's unfinished rebar in the way.
Yeah, I just need to get somewhere where I can maneuver.
Wood.
And then I'll be able to just shoot through the walls.
Alright, so they notice you taking off, and they're going like, I don't think, and the doc kind of like goes to the side, Bastion, you're hearing this, he's like, I don't think they're with the cat. And then the wizard goes, do you think he sold us out? And you're like, if so, then this is either a test or he wants to cut us out of the money. And the wizard kind of like activates the mace, and he starts like twirling it. And he goes, well, we better get moving before the collective will gets a shot. And he just takes this thing, and he pulls it over his shoulder and into ground, and him and the doctor fall through the floor. There's screams.
Wait, did he just fall through the floor?
He slammed the ground under him.
Oh, it's not good.
And you said they're screaming?
And there's screams.
Shit, Bastion, like, fuck it. He's gonna run down, like, look down the hole and kind of jump after them. You can't let innocent people get hurt, and they're about to get involved.
Bastion, you jump down, and then you realize you're falling more than one story before you kind of like fall on top of the wizard guy, who's just continually just falling down as he's whirling the hammer, and then strikes it again, whirling the hammer, strike it again.
Oh.
Can I shoot his hand, like, point blank and try to make him drop the weapon?
He's wielding it with both hands.
It's
on a longer chain. Roll me. I mean, what do you want to do? He's on the third floor now, and he's getting ready to go down into the. He's basically almost to the ground floor, and then one more before he's in basement.
I have a question. If he's using it with both hands and he's like swinging back.
Yeah, you're on his shoulders, kind of like piggybacking almost.
Could I get when
like,
I have a clear
your
shot,
arms are around his head.
Like if I took out like my shotgun and blasted his hands, would that be enough to get him to drop it?
Roll directly engage.
Time to fail something, but it's worth a shot. Yep, that's about right.
Woo!
Yeah, Bastion, you take your shotgun and you blast out, and meanwhile the kind of like doctor dude's also hanging on to him, and he just he takes out this kind of one of these needles with like this kind of like yellowish looking liquid, and he just goes to and he like stabs it into your thigh before punching whatever it is into your system.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Hold
Hmm.
to take a powerful blow.
Woo!
Amazing. So yeah, you're just about you like as soon as the liquid kind of like goes into your system, right? You just start sweating profusely for a second. Like not even a second. It's like 10 seconds. He goes down. He's in the ground level now, and he growls, "Get him off of me!" And he says, and like the doctor dude goes, "I'm trying, damn it. He's not human."
Hmm.
He's
Verification.
really superhuman.
Woo! Takes
All right.
that powerful blow.
Sprawl
So
verification.
is okay. The building's under construction, but like, are the floors open or are they pretty solid, and it's just not an incomplete building, or what?
It's like you have 3 floors of complete building, right?
Okay.
And then you have 2 floors of not complete building.
And can I see like from where I had been? Can I see like where they fell down in the hole and everything?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as soon as they
The hammers was this giant glowing like thing. Like there's a green ass force field around it.
okay. So yeah, Sprawl. As soon as like they fell through, he would have jumped in, like to jump down and through the hole, kind of following after. And but since he's more of a controlled fall, gonna try to at the right before the ground floor, right before he hits the ground, like extend his arm up and clamp it into the ceiling and kind of swing around behind the doctor guy, and just try to encase him, wrap him up with himself.
All right. Roll me directly engage.
Oh, by the way, do we get team for this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Because I'm
So-
also going to spend a team to make that a full hit.
Oh, actually, well, verification was actually. Well, that's fine.
I mean, yeah, I'm right next to him, so I could have easily like kicked the guy off so that he's off the thing, and then Sprawl captures him completely.
For the sake of verification being able to keep up, he can spend a team. Also one more to the captain.
Yay.
I'm just a little worried that your involvement would involve blasting through the entire building, which apparently has people on it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Mm.
What
No.
else do we get? Look at my peripheral moves because they're also there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has the same purpose. I don't know. Are you ill prepared or off balance?
I don't think
Let's
we're
say for like
unprepared.
the first second you were. I don't think you're unprepared, but I think you're just slightly off balance because people weren't like where they needed to be. The gunship was not behind them.
Yeah,
and
we didn't expect them to go
Bastion
down.
was the first one. So okay, you got 5 team and verification. How do you get inside to spend the 1 team we're about to spend?
Well, actually, I don't need to get out of my suit or out of my ship. What I do is I link to, as Sprawl is falling, I link to Sprawl and say, hold on. Firing NERM rounds. Take control of them. I will send you their command interlinks. And the ship is basically like it's nose down, right above the hole, and you see, and it fires like three or four shots of the NERM round, and they barrel straight down the hole past Sprawl while as he's falling, and Sprawl gets sort of like a ping or a notification It says, "Hello, you have activated your interlink with Nerm Rounds, a giant string of numbers."
Yeah, it's kind of like this IT thing. It's just this. We get this weird where the thought bubble would be in the comic, and it's just this. What do you call it? It's when you take like the command list down in a computer,
Yeah.
or when you're getting help by IT and they're like, "Can I have control, or like, can I share your computer for a second?" It's like that kind of program, but purple.
Yep.
Or is it magenta? Anyway,
It's actually. Hold on. I know I have it written down. I think it's blue.
it's
Yeah,
blue.
it's pink. It's pink.
Never pink.
So can I pick take something twice?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can, because that'd be.
Well, I was gonna have one basically use the Nerm rounds, kind of knock him off, and they blast the syringes out of his hand, and then the other one taking his mobility and wrapping him up. But I don't know if that would be resist his blows or something though too, potentially. I don't know, or avoid his blows.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna say if you kind of like if you bind him up, I'll allow you to take his way to easily retaliate.
Yeah, so I guess the Nerm rounds kind of knock him off balance a bit, then Sprawl lands behind him and just like extends his arm and just like wraps it around, go gadget kind of style, like constricting him in place.
All right. Yeah. So you choose to take away the mobility and then resisting and avoiding his blows, right?
Right.
Okay, so Sprawl, you take this go-go gadget thing and you kind of like whip him around like one of the columns right before the big wizard you goes down, and Bastion, you and him hit ground floor.
Great.
You're kind of like it's like this horrible drop. I mean, drop fall kind of amusement park ride, like the worst. As you just constantly just boop, you hear this like whoop, cement breaking, and you're falling again, and you slam against his armor, and it's just that for like free time, and he's kind of just hissing at people just to like scare them off.
I guess
He tries to go and grab at you to finally get off his back
Hmm.
and hurl you towards like a bench or something, like a desk.
Can I do anything, or am I trying to resist take a powerful blow?
Yeah, you can do something.
I think I'm gonna try doing fight the good fight, and instead of using my gun, since it's not working, we're too damn close. I'm gonna remember one of the old like grapple holds that Shroudhound used on me multiple times back when we used to spar, and wrap myself around him and try to cut off his airways and hopefully make him pass out.
All right.
Not the first try, but maybe we'll after a couple tries.
Even if it works on a wizard, man.
Yeah, he has to try to do something.
Any case, yeah, roll me the fight a good fight. All right, choose two.
Ow.
Wow, been a while since I've really succeeded in something. I have to actually look.
Woo!
I want to resist or avoid their blows, and I want to take away his ability to use his mace.
All right, how would
Maybe
you
the
do
hold,
that?
like the hold, is kind of restricting his arm movement. Like it's kind of like a What was the
Because
name
you
of
gotta
the
remember, his arms are like the size of tree trunks.
Mm.
This isn't some lengthy kind of like guy. This is someone the size of tree trunks. He's a big ass motherfucker.
I think maybe not so much I'm physically stopping him, but mentally I'm making him focus on me rather than using the mace, because now I'm like
Yeah.
actually in danger of like I'm focusing on his neck, which is something that, like, you know, even if he's a big tough guy, I can put enough of my body weight around his neck area to eventually make him pass out.
Yeah,
So
so
maybe he's like focusing on me now.
so here's what you're gonna do, right? You kind of like climber on top of him, and you kind of do this Black Widow-esque, like you just kind of like wrap his neck between your legs, since your arms aren't gonna freaking work on this guy. You like, well, how old are you? Like what? Like 16? You're a 16-year-old with gangly arms, and you're gonna try to like choke out a humongous ass wizard man with a who's literally been smashing through a building like it's nothing? Nah, that ain't gonna freaking work.
Yeah.
So you use your legs, and that's kind of like stopping him to where he kind of like he now has to drop the mace before to deal with you.
Yep, that was the goal.
You're gonna get clawed.
Even when I said resist taking his blows.
Yeah, like he kind of like tries to like quad you, and it's still not good enough to get off. So you're not choking him out per se, but you've definitely stopped him from escaping down under.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna try to run through a window.
I'm not gonna let go.
Verification. It's your turn.
Excellent. So they are basically down a giant sinkhole the size of the entire building.
Basically.
Okay. Verification is going to be like, while this has been going on, are they? Verification is going to be like, ugh, I wanted to use the ship, as he dashes to the airlock and jumps out and jets towards the ground with the NERM rounds locked, and using like a targeting uplink from Sprawl to look down the hole and say be able to like shoot NERM rounds down and try and just cover the entire place with what is it? With like goo, basically.
Okay. Gonna try to make it harder for him to escape, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Roll me directly engage. And
yes.
you can take a +1 to this. About to say you can take a +1 if Sprawl wants to spend the team, but you already rolled and got an 8. Okay, well, okay. What's your one? What's gonna be your one choice?
Since I'm probably too far to need to resist or avoid their blows because I'm still coming down the chute, I'm going to create an opportunity for my ally. Totally not King. So Mace Man, he's the one who's escaping, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
other
guy's starting to squirm, by the way. Like, he has wiggle room. And you don't know why he has wiggle room, Sprawl.
Okay. So they're fighting. The NERM rounds coming down the pipe from however many stories up, and like they hit basically everything in the area. But it seems like as soon as they hit Bastion or Sprawl, they immediately sort of run off like they're hydrophobic towards them, Whereas when they hit Mace Man or Doctor or Injection Doc, they stick and like their whatever their legs or their arms are pinned to the ground.
Yeah. So verification, like Sprawl, you were noticing the doctor dude just start wiggling, and then like you kind of like starting to feel like your like hand expand from the inside, and then verification's nerve rounds just kind of like spatter inside of it. And the kind of guy just goes, you know what? I'm just not even. This isn't. It's fucked. Got sold out, man. Wizard dude left me, and he's just like sitting there like, fuck my life. And he like looks at you, Sprawl, and he kind of like has this like pitiful look in his goggles. It's like, fuck my life. I need cash. Can't even do that right. But when you hit the wizard man, the armor kind of like patters it, and you're still flying down the hole, right? Verification. You're falling down it. Verification?
Sorry, you cut in and out. I couldn't tell if you were addressing me.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yes. You're
Yes.
kind of like flying down to the ground level, right?
Yes.
So you see the wizard man just kind of like he's now walking with difficulty instead of kind of like that striding run. And what you get, Bastion, is you kind of like finally feel him get to grips on you, and he chucks you at verification.
Oh my.
Can I roll Savior to resist being thrown?
You can try and cushion yourself against verification,
Because, like,
because he's using you as the projectile. Sprawl, you're gonna get that opportunity in the second.
Well, that would
Actually,
that'd basically be
I already
him
used that.
rolling directly engage, wouldn't it? And he just resist blows, basically.
Yeah, but I want to give Bastion.
No, I'm talking about Bastion, like trying to safely maneuver.
But it's not him that's supposed to be like hit by stuff.
yeah, but you're basically removing the thing that I was working towards with attacking him.
Just gives me a dilemma. All right, which is true. All right, so it's not Bastion. Yeah, he sends a column of rock towards you. Verification. He kind of like He kind of like digs his fingers and like to the thing in front of him. As he's swallowing, pulls him more himself towards the window and through the goo, and then he hurls this like humongous chunk of concrete at you.
I did not see this coming. There's like a shot of the HUD, and there's this like incoming interception and marker. Looks like one of those, and it's like in verifications, just like, well, I did not see that coming, and twirls out of the way.
Take this to defend verification, or Bastion, you can lose that opportunity. Verification open to you, and try and save him from the rock.
I know, this is difficult.
Yeah, because it's flying right up in a constrained space.
Well, and we're both kind of like holding the other guys in check.
Yep.
Damn it! This is the kind of heroes.
All right.
Bastion is.
So
You give up the opportunity if you're not going to Sprawl.
yeah, okay. So Sprawl still holding on to the guy, even though it sounded like he's kind of stopped struggling. Seeing what's going on, his eyes start to flicker, and he projects a giant hard light rock, basically, to try to smash it into the column, and if not destroy it, knock it off target from hitting verification.
All right. Roll me to defend. Oh yeah. You break this. You kind of like make this. You basically make a hard light replica of this column, right? That just smacks into it and the both shatter, but the column just gets turned into dust where just the hard light fizzles out, and the people, and it just kind of like the pebbles from the column sort of like drop down onto the workers there who are desperately trying to get out of the exits.
And I'll add a team to the pool
All
as
of them
well.
are dusty and but yeah, so Bastion, your opportunity. Get +1 forward to this.
And like, this metal armor he's wearing, is it all over him or just?
Yeah, it's like a bodysuit, except there's spaces for his fingers, his tail, and his feet. Also, he has the helmet off. So you see his wizard's eyes just darting all over the place, and him kind of like, he'll like stick his tongue out like once in a while. And he also has these kind of like weird colors on his head that are just black in this kind of weird pattern.
God damn it! I'm not entirely sure what I should do.
He's almost out of there. He's almost going to be in public. He's going to be in the alley then.
You know what? Fuck it. I might as well do this sooner than later because Bastion needs to move out of Protege. And I'm going to try to use my moment of truth to make sure that he's done with, so we don't have to worry about this guy getting into the public. As Bastion kind of looks at all his weapons and realizes that none of them will work the way they are right now because they're so restrictive. And he kind of thinks to Shroudhound and all the times he's tried to imitate him and it's never worked, and he's realizing probably for the first time and somewhat painfully that he's not Shroudhound and he needs to fight with what he has. So he's gonna drop his weapons, pull off the glove that's holding the hiding the symbol of Apollo, and he's like, "Damn it, you just this once be on my side," and put his hand on the back of his this dude's metal armor and superheats the entire thing so that it melts down and this guy can't move anymore from the pain, and basically wants to just take him out of the fight by inducing intense amount of pain through superheating his metal armor, since it's basically covering everything.
Oh yeah. And he kind of like immediately just stops and just starts ripping it off, and you kind of see like scales and skin just kind of like peel off as he's just kind of like roaring out, and he's just basically, as soon as he gets like that last piece off and he's just kind of like almost near butt naked, he kind of just drops to the floor just unconscious from the experience. And you just see that the symbol expended from your hand and like up your arm.
Ooh.
And he's like bioluminescent now, and he's taking deep breaths, and you can see his like eyes are glowing, and he's like, "Holy shit, that felt good!" And turns to the other, just try to deal with the syringe guy, and he's like, "Fucking hot!" And he's shaking his hand.
Just remember, I'm still holding the syringe guy.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like this being made out of, like, just has a miniature sun in him.
And so I just kind of like...
As what you see Bastion just stroll out.
Yeah. So I kind of like just lean my head down, my mouth next to the syringe guy's ear, like, "So you're done, right?"
And he's just staring at what Bastion turned into. It's just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm really done.
And as soon as he says that, I transmit a...
Can I get the cuffs now? You got cuffs, right?
I transmit a signal to what the organization or whatever it is that that normally comes in, arrest them and all that.
Oh, the police come.
Okay, and if it's the police or if it's Illuminati or Live and Let Live or whoever it was.
Oh, it's the police. Live and Let Live's search and rescue and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, the police come in and
Okay. Yeah.
they take your hands off of it, and Live and Let Live see to the wizard man's kind of like burnt and like just take super aloe vera and just pour it over him. Just dump
That
it.
is-
And they cart him away with the police. And Bastion, your changes.
Yeah.
My man, Woo's fireside chat.
Yep.
Lose what?
And also, Woo's fireside chat.
He's losing his protege stuff for the Nova stuff.
Oh.
And I want you to gain some flares. And I want you to take away the 2 labels you got from embodying your mentor, since you don't.
Wow. Woo. First playbook shift.
Yup. Also, I don't know if you're gonna still be named Bastion, but if you are, great. If you're not, even better.
Yeah, he probably keeps the name. Like, what he wants to do as a hero hasn't changed. It's just that he realizes what he has to be to do it.
Can't stand being in a shroud.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, you know what? You're not gonna blend into the.
Yeah, and you're kind of like permanently glowing now.
Your luminance has increased significantly. Is this normal?
He's like, well,
You can see
And-
the tattoo kind of like spreading across his face now.
Oh, it's on his face?
It's starting to like it's not so much on his face, but like kind of like making a border almost, like where a helmet might go.
Huh. Wait, what does this tattoo look like?
It's just this kind of like bright. It's almost like blinding light. It's just this like kind of like, you know, from Avatar, The Last Airbender,
Ah, okay. I get a
that
sense of
kind of thing. Except it ends in the sun, or suns in this case, as
Yeah.
as the hand on your other hand gets the sun too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, did you become a solar? Are we playing Exalted now? We already have a lunar.
yep. Well, you know, he's like, I should still be able to control the other elements, but fire's going to be the one I'm comfortable with. And he like sparks kind of jump from his fingertips.
A fascinating modification to your power set.
And we kind of like cut away just for a second to the sun, and you kind of like see this alarm clock go off, and you see the God of Reason, the man himself, Apollo, just looks at it, kind of just sees like the signal go off, like almost an alarm, and he goes, "My boy, my man, finally did it! Hell yeah! I got my own champion. Suck it, Zeus. Where's Herc? That's right, you're dead! Jupiter's in charge, motherfucker. Couldn't get with the times.
What?
OG God Apollo was in the house.
Oh my gosh.
And then we head back into the thing.
It's great that now you're like a permanent weakness to Night Prowler.
He's like,
Oh my gosh, true.
I mean, it's a little weird when you put it that way. I'd
Okay,
like to say helping agent against him freaking out.
That's true too.
Also, worth saying that like you're a Nova now, right?
Yep.
So basically, You went from being the arguably like one of the less powerful to one.
Yeah, feels
All
good,
because
man.
instead of guns.
See, we don't need guns to protect people. And then it turns, you see like a little gun safety PSA.
Smiles at camera. Verifications in the background. Remember, even when the plasgun is not powered, the plasgun is powered.
And you're picking up like the guns off the floor. These belong in a safe now. But not before making sure they're unloaded.
Does he get to keep his impossible fighting skills?
Um,
Because I mean, it'd be weird to lose them.
yeah, I would. I would say yeah, he keeps the ability. Because I'm also letting him keep fight the good fight.
Yeah, because that was something I got with an advancement.
Yeah. He's also been reading the files and Captain.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know what all was going.
How many flares do I get? Do I get like?
I think you get free. You
Alright,
just
yeah,
get the.
3 sounds right.
Yeah, you you choose 4 flares.
I was thinking I'd probably get a little bit less since I'm going into it rather than being born it.
And you know what? Just take free.
Yeah.
Also, be careful of burn now, because this racks up conditions like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Nothing's like having to roll even more.
So,
You got 2 more prisoners, and no civilian got hurt.
Yeah.
and no
This
prisoners
seems
got
very
hurt,
nar-
really.
Well, yeah.
Not any significant way.
Yeah, not permanently.
We seem more triumphant at this than we should.
Well, it
Uh,
sounds like they are a bit at odds with each other as well. They've all been real quick to turn on one another.
It's almost like everybody has their own story. Suspense music. Anyway, so yeah, you get the mace back. Congratulations, you have one of the free artifacts.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. It's almost as though the Felinor wanted us to find this.
Either that, or he was willing to give us a reward for for playing with him.
Or he got what he needed and just doesn't care about the others. He is a bastard.
He nods.
And it kind of also, there's another cut as you kind of like see the cameras and you kind of like hear in the back the kind of troll music, and you kind of like see this cat just sitting in front with like this cup, like this bowl of tea, and he goes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I feel like we've been played.
Yeah, but well, either way, even if we got played, we have more criminals that were involved with the incident.
Right, even if played, we still gained something.
Like if they had just bursted through and got away, then yeah, we would have been looking pretty bad.
I suppose that it is better than nothing.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Congratulations, you have now moved on to Nova. Many more advancements and conditions await you, young hero.
Woo!
Well, I actually want to try doing one of the team moves, because feels appropriate. But
I'm inclined to agree. Yeah.
yeah, he like
Can,
kind of looks up to you two, like burning now, kind of flaming up, and he's like, "You guys aren't." I guess it's kind of weird to ask, but freaked out by me now, are you? Like, I guess it's a little weird to be in a conduit of a god.
Hi, I'm Sprawl. Have we met?
Yeah, I know. It felt stupid to ask, but still, I mean, I did. After, like, doing something that could have very potentially burned someone alive,
Again, remember like 5 hours ago?
Yeah, I was telling us not to do that, but thanks. Kind of looks relieved.
And so you take +1 forward and you mark potential.
Verification just like walks up to him and puts a hand around him and says, Bastion, I walk around in a battle suit that could level small cities. Do you think that I'm afraid of a god?
You have no
the
idea
answer
what
is no.
Bastion is.
Huh?
You have no idea that Bastion's a god. Or a god.
Well, he
Well,
just
I said
he-
I was a conduit of a god.
yeah, he just said it.
Oh, you just said? Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're also
Never mind.
flying around in a ship.
warnings on your gauntlet, like, this is hot.
Say again?
You're probably getting
Your gauntlet's starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, like,
You see out of the back come these two like prongs. Actually no, they're basically like anime like the mecha spines, you know, the ones that come out of the shoulder. Right? And like two of those sort of fold out and they're just pure white and they start like
You kind of cut out on my end at least. They start doing what?
they
Yeah,
start
same.
radiating heat.
yeah, like, and then, like, he turns and notices, like, oh, yeah, shit. And he kind of, like, cools himself off, and, like, the light kind of dims. And he's like, yeah, I should probably get used to the... I don't even know how I'm going to tell my dad this. Anyways, yeah, we need... what do we do? That was kind of our lead. I guess we need to interrogate them. That's, like, the next step.
No, we'll probably let the experts handle that.
Yeah.
I would like to be present for their interrogation.
At least the syringe guy, since he's awake right now. So if we could just...
Are any of his syringes like on the floor or anything?
Yeah, one kind of like fell on like the third floor where he tried and stabbed Bastion.
I want to
So one
retrieve it and like see if I can like kind of analyze a little bit of what's in it.
you want to analyze it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like an elephant tranquilizer dart kind of like thing.
So-
You're telling... Do you say that out loud?
You have just fought.
It appears to be a very powerful sedative.
I mean, really? It didn't... When he stabbed me in it, it didn't feel like too
It
much.
wasn't a sedative inside of it.
He said it was like an elephant tranquilizer.
Yeah, it's like the syringe
dart.
is an elephant.
Well, no,
tranquilizer.
no, I want to try to analyze what
Oh,
was
you
in
want
it.
to analyze the in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was poison.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of like this venom kind of stuff meant to like put a person into excruciating pain and then let them sweat it out after a couple hours.
Yeah, so analyzing that, I think, guess it's a good thing you're the conduit to a god.
What do you mean? Yeah,
This is a powerful poison.
How are you capable of determining your deity-ness?
Well, I mean, I met the guy, and he was kind of really cavalier about it, but he was like, hey, I just granted you powers. I'm gonna keep eating this hot dog, and then left.
Perhaps human deities are different.
No, I think that's just him. He kind of like sighs.
He may have forgotten the entire speech he would have given you, like, beforehand and whatever. He's not Dionysus, so he's not totally, like, without reason.
Yeah, he's not without.
There was a humongous set of logic. It's just when he gave it to you, he's just like, all right, this kid's not gonna react to like me being like, you have been chosen by a god, and it's gonna be all this list, and he's gonna give you this orational story. It's like, nah, it's just gonna be like, gotta be really cavalier about it. That's what kids like, right?
Okay, so it wasn't a Kyle Rayner or Green Lantern situation where he's drunk in an alley and the god's all like, you'll do, and just tosses it to him.
But that's a different stuff. That's something worth inquiry. To what Bastion knows, it is.
Yeah, Bastion's just like, I don't know if I'll ever talk to him again. He just shrugs.
I bet the little
But,
girl
yeah.
is like, it makes sense why the sun is doing things now.
Yeah, right. And the sun kind of has a smile on it,
Oh yeah,
and gives
talk with
finger
the sun.
pistols. Yeah, you better. I want there to be like just one scene in the future where it's just Bastion screaming at the sun.
Yeah, like, why? And the sun just shrugs.
It's just like, hey man, it's just it's not like you're like a tool or anything, you gotta plan shit out. Ain't gonna be 100% every single time. Any case,
So I'm gonna take the.
if anyone will look to the Discord for my shit post on this recent development.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it.
Go figure.
Do you expect anything else?
I mean,
I miss Nightman.
They locked me in a world without his sexy hands.
I embraced my new stature as Dayman.
So good. So good. I love this game sometimes. You allow me to do some really fun shit.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so you wanna go to the police and get an inquiry with the syringe dude.
Yeah. Well,
So you guys just head straight there, right? I'm guessing.
mhm.
We kind of cut with this now new sun flaring border to it now, to the comic, and you end up at Halcyon City Police Station, which looks more like a fortress than a police station.
And verification is just like a well-designed readout.
Yeah, it's
And
been
you
up there
enter-
for a couple years.
And in the inside, it's very nice and bright. If any of you guys have seen Flash, the entrance to that police station, it's very much like that.
Okay.
Kind of like very wooden, bright. It's only the outside that has to be hardened to hell because of all of the super heroic happenings. And so you get to the desk, and the desk officer looks at you and goes, "So, what's the situation now?"
You arrested two men. One was a giant lizard, and another man. And he gives like the general description, like the Mohawk guy. We were the ones that were responsible for his capture, and we have further inquiries about his activities, as he was involved with a robbery.
Yeah, you're not gonna get to the wizard guy. Wizard guy's getting treated by Live and Let Live, and then there's a fight for custody over the criminal for endangering the public and destruction of municipal property and aggravated assault. But he kind of looks towards but that's politics. Why do you want to talk to the syringe guy? He's still being processed.
As we said, he is directly involved with a robbery. We hope to get some information about his other collaborators.
Alright, kid, so... Like, what's your authority? Besides being... like, being a nightlight.
Kind of like... shows him the dollar bill in frame. Is like, you may have to talk to your superior about this, but I am under authority.
He just nods and goes, alright, yeah. There we go. You're one of the brood. Any case, let's get you talking to that guy. I'm sure the detective's gonna be thrilled to share the spotlight.
I wonder if it's going to be the same guy who saw me in the hospital. He just kind of wonders aloud.
Interestingly enough, it isn't. It's kind of like just this guy with coffee and like cigarettes. He's kind of just looking at the guys, just like, so what are you doing like camping out in the top of the Commerce building? It's just like, we weren't camping, we were sightseeing, just like in body armor. And now the guy's kind of like in this nice kind of like slacks and a kind of like wife beater. He's really kind of like gangly almost. He's not well muscular, like not too well muscled at all. He's just lean. And goes, listen, and he has like these kind of like circle room glasses on. It's just, I'm pleading the fifth. And it kind of just groans. It's just like, Anthony, come on, you've been in here enough. And he's just like, not Anthony, come on, I got a name, worked hard for it. A lot of people in hospitals because of what I made. It goes, subject L.S. Doom. Comply with the investigation. It's just like, I want a lawyer.
His name is L.S. Doom?
Yeah. Like,
Oh my
we
god.
see that and we, like, is it like one of those situations where detectives kind of separated from the interrogation room?
No, he's just sitting across the table from the guy.
I guess.
He's
walk-
old. He's like in his 40s.
Hmm.
Graying hair. He's of this kind of Hindi descent.
Verification is gonna try and like does the interrogator have like a thing in his ear to listen?
To listen
Like
to like
a-
what, the
like a-
outside?
Yeah, like one of those intercom things.
Nah, they just have a speaker on the wall.
Verification is going to like grab a note, pick up a pen, look at it, realize he doesn't write English,
Yep,
and
that's
then,
a
like,
problem, as you kind of like, you take sticky notes and you're writing your own language on it.
Sprawl, print this in English.
I'm assuming I know the language.
Yeah, verification just sends you like a translation
Okay.
program.
Yeah. So,
As you're kind of like, are you in the room like behind the two-way glass?
Yeah.
The kind of like the person behind, like the two policemen behind it, kind of like look at you. The woman goes, "So, what are you here for?" We're in the middle of something.
We have recorded audio of him basically admitting to being part of a crime.
And it's just like, yeah, that's fine. Usually, we're not saying he's not guilty. We're trying to get information out of him.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know, bigger fish and all that.
yeah.
We believe that we may be able to provide some unusual assistance in your interrogation.
And she's just kind of like, she's sitting there. Her partner kind of just like sups at a cup of coffee, and she's like, "Can I have $1? I need to buy a cup."
And verification like brings out the dollar from his
She smiles and says, "Sharp, I like it." She kind of like thumbs the intercom and is just like, "Detective, you got gas." And the kind of like guy just shrugs and he's just like, "Look, Tony," and it's just like, "Doom, Ellis Doom, worked hard for it, branding, finally stuck. That's because it's stupid, Tony.
Verification walks into.
And so the detective walks out, then walks into the room, sees the three of you going, alright, the super friends have showed up.
Indeed, we are super and we are friends. Oh, that was a reference, wasn't it?
I'm guessing you're not an alien. I mean, you are an alien.
That is correct.
Great.
Man,
Little humor and no understanding of Earth references.
like
100% of the time. Gets it.
Bastion just sighs like, man, can't one time an adult be happy to see us?
Look, I'm tired. I'm grumpy. You think I like working with Tony? Alright? Look at him. Alright? He's being difficult for the sake of being difficult. This is why I hate Bronze Age villains, right? Because they're not modern age villains. They're not the new kids on the block anymore. And they're not silver villains because they don't got the notoriety. Alright? They're in this kind of like unhomely status of they gotta fight for what they had like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably why he's working
It's
with
an
Bastion.
annoying, mangy dog kind of way to go about your life. You just can't. You gotta be in this rat race of villainy instead of being your own brand.
Well, the good news is that I believe we may be able to turn him.
Fantastic. Go ahead. Take a shot at it.
Thank you. And verification.
I needed like a 30-minute, I need a nap anyway. I'll be in I don't know, my office or something. Don't wake me for an hour if you need anything. My partner and Joe, what are you even doing here? And he's just like trying to ask your partner out. He's just like, Joe, get the fuck out. What is this, NCIS?
Totally out of your league. Did you see how cool she was when she asked for the dollar?
And Joe just kind of scowls at you and just goes, you haven't seen anything of me yet.
Probably haven't, too. Verification walks into the interrogation room.
Alright. Yep. And he kind of goes, oh, it's you again. That's fantastic. What do you want?
Bastion will also follow.
Yeah, Sprawl did too.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh dear. Hey, look. I want no trouble, alright? Look, you get me a lawyer, I'll spill the beans.
Verification sits down in the chair and raises the...
I want a legal deal. And I'll shuffle a gift your way, okay?
Verification over the verification says remain silent. I will take the lead.
Isn't that my job? Oh wait, no, you're saying this over the personal private comms. Alright, yeah, then yeah.
Bastion stays quiet.
And verification just sort of stares at the dossier for a moment.
Bastion, I want you to have influence over LSD. You too,
Sweet.
You too, Sprawl.
Okay.
Aw.
And verification. All three of you have influence over this guy.
Yay.
Bastion also have influence over the wizard men. You just burned.
Yeah.
No one else will take that. Any case, yeah, so go on.
Okay, so verification stares at it. The auto-translate feature pops up, and he reads it. What was the guy's last name? It's Alan
Anthony something.
Anthony.
Anthony fucking give me a second.
Dude, names are the worst.
Yep.
Anthony Matthews?
Nah.
Anthony Pruitt?
It's Anthony Lombardo.
Anthony what? Lombardo. Lombardo. And then verification closes it and hands it to Sprawl. And then he just sits there. And while he sits there making it awkward for him, he's going to try and be piercing the mask.
Alright. Roll me plus mundane.
Whoa! Okay. Let's see.
You got free.
Okay. How could I get your character to tell us where the Felinora is?
Eleanor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that right now. I don't think he's gonna have any information on where Bastard is, considering he was surprised you showed up and he was at a weird location.
Hmm.
So you can get a redo on that question.
Okay.
Maybe perhaps the stuff on the collective will, since the lizard man mentioned it immediately. Like maybe they know how they got those weapons.
Hmm. What do you... Can I hold these questions?
No.
Okay.
I mean, what do you intend to do can't hurt. Cause
Yeah, what do you
whether
intend to
want
do?
tell the truth or not.
He tends to cut you a deal.
Okay.
Info for, legal safety or something.
Okay, how could I get your character to...
Talk without a deal.
Yeah, how could I get your character to just flat tell us without us having to fork over any protections?
Might have to, you either gotta sweet talk him or you just gotta scare him a little bit.
Oh, okay, perfect. And I already have influence. What does he intend? What is he really planning? Like large scale?
Large scale, what is he really planning?
What motivates him? Yeah.
Fame, cash, dames.
Psh,
Wants
got
to
it.
go on and notoriety. Wants to be like Godsar from like the Golden Age, that Robo T-Rex thing.
Okay. Verification finally speaks and says, "Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know who I represent?"
No. The wizard alligator dude said something about the collective something.
The collective will is a collection of like-minded individuals of my species who represent an ongoing project of improvement in our area of space.
Congratulations.
We are, in effect, a hostile foreign government.
Congratulations, imperialist scum.
Said before. It's been said before.
I mean,
Are you aware of what things are like in a collective will prison?
no, but I said they're probably gonna say it's worse than Earth prison, right?
Oh, hardly. Prisons? We have some of the most humane prisons in the galaxy. While we certainly don't shower our inmates with resources, we are
Free hots
very
in
willing.
a cot? Free hots in a cot.
And a library. And communication. And social services, of course. But tell me, are you aware of what we do when you were sentenced to a labor camp.
Ooh, sounds like Stalin regime. Alright, North Korea, tell me what happens. Well, what's the price? Price is right. Let's go.
Tell me, are you capable of breathing nitrogen?
Nope.
You will not last long.
Probably wouldn't.
Are you aware that the Earth has an extradition treaty and that you have stolen artifacts?
Yeah, but I don't know if I would end up in your problem, like in your sphere, though. Might
Say it
be.
again?
I don't know if I would end in your sphere, though.
We have a compelling state interest in the protection of history. Now,
Kinda weak compared
Frankly.
to the other two things, but you know. I told on the situation, and I think the Horde or the Wizards might want something to do with me before, you know, your liberal peace crusade gets to me. Can you roll provoke?
say again?
Roll provoke.
Roll provoke. Okie dokie. Whew.
Choose one. Alright, I choose one.
Right.
Yeah, so he admits to knowing about the alien situation, which is interesting, right?
Yes.
So that I'm gonna say they err.
Okay. So, you mean to tell me that you were aware that you were stealing artifacts?
Yeah, something from a great planetary war.
Indeed.
The
Yeah.
Wizard Man was really gung ho about the mall flail thing, or the flail thing.
And what were the other two artifacts you repossessed?
Something like a tapestry and then hilt. But I'm gonna tell you where they went.
And
That's
why?
all you're gonna get from me.
Say again?
That's all you're gonna get from me.
And
Because I want legal protection.
So while they're talking, Sprawl read the file. Is there like any? Does he have any like family or anything like that that's on file, like kids or anything? Or
No kids. No, had a girlfriend, but now she's an ex. Mother's alive. So is her dad. They're just living in a part of New York. Graduated from Harvard with a doctor's in chemistry. Dual majored in biology. What?
What was the name of the guy we vegetabled?
Dino Matthews?
Oh, yeah, Dino Matthews,
Um,
also known as Dino Matt or Dynamite. He's
um,
still working on the pun.
Bastion shrugged and he says, I don't know, the police got quite a bit out of Dynamite. You might not be able to get protection from, legal protection from the police here, but it sounds like, hey, if you're going to land in a prison, the one over by Collective Will, a lot nicer than what we have here.
Roll me provoke, Bastion. Remember your +1.
Oh yeah, verification. You totally forgot that you had a +1. You could have helped that into a 10.
Did
wait.
we?
Womp womp. Yeah, you have influence over him. All three of you have influence over him.
Oh,
Bastion has influence over the two that you just fought. So if you talk to Wizard Man when he gets up, Bastion would have a daydream. Or Bastion might have an easier time.
Yeah, you want to help me out? So
Oh, you're in the position. Verification, you said your piece.
Our prisons are.
No,
Our prisons.
Sprawl. I'm gonna say Sprawl is the one who can.
Yeah, sure.
Here.
All right, I'm just trying to like convince him that like he should talk before Dino does or something. Is that what you're?
No, yeah.
That's the plan you're going.
I was going with that. If he talks to us, the collective will could potentially take him instead, where
Okay.
he would have a better time in prison than. So like we're basically
Right.
saying that what he's saying, right, what he has was already given to us by Dynamite. So maybe you could just collaborate with.
Right.
Like, maybe you could like say that you know we got some kind of evidence, like name some evidence that we got from Dynamite or something,
Right.
or like say that's how we found you, or because he doesn't know how we even located him.
Right. Yeah, so it may well be in your best interest to speak with us and get in good with the collective will, because Dino was very quick to talk and make a deal. Who knows what he's
Right.
already told.
So much for that blowhard, right? Jeez, what a big talker. Alright, fine. If you already cracked him, whatever. I got put on a job. They wanted someone to heal or whatever. Something, you just wanted a personal touch on everything. So yeah, made stimulants, made gases, made a lot of things just to keep things nice and silent. Got in, talked to two guys, the cat and this other dude, got the stuff, walked in, blew the place up, had a bit of a fight, got the stuff, got out. That was a little bit of a hell streak. Don't know why we didn't get help. We got here and then you show up on my front door. Hey, by the way, you talked to Dynamad. That means you have one of the other things, right?
We don't. Verification says,
What do you mean you don't? We each were given a piece. He would have told you that. It was basically the job.
Are you aware of how we got him to speak?
It's like, oh god, this ain't one of those new age torture kind of shit, right?
Okay, and so in response to that, Sprawl, like from the tip of his foot, a little piece kind of breaks off, and Spider crawls over and moves carefully up. Ellis Doom's like kind of back, or whatever, and kind of nuggles itself into his ear. And then inside his head, he just hears, "We got inside and had our way with him."
And he kind of like freaks over. It's just like, like he smacks his ear as he kind of like falls over. He goes, and then kind of like just falls over a bit. The chair goes, and he's just like, "Fuck, Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous and disgusting." I didn't even. I thought he was straight.
Well, you wouldn't want the same to happen to you, so
Yeah, obviously I don't.
elaborate on what you meant.
Elaborate on what?
What do you mean that you each had a piece?
Look, you didn't even. Yeah, there's 6 of us. Teams of 2 broke into the fridge. One took the tapestry. One took the space hammer. I think was what he was calling it. Another person took the sword hilt. Not even a sword to it, just hilt with like this little empty thing in it. I don't know. Dynamite put it in his bag, and the wizard immediately took and started wielding that space hammer, and he was overjoyed. And then the chick who teleported us out started mumbling prayers or some shit, and she went with this kind of turret kind of thing. I don't know, with like a Dalek from Doctor Who. Shielded us. At least that's what it looked in the meeting, and then it had a totally like new robot body by the end of it.
just out of character, real quick. Did we know what the other people looked like, or
Nope.
it's all new information?
This is new information.
I feel like you've mentioned the Dalek
this is-
thing before.
Yeah, the shield guy.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
that
that's how
was
they walked up on the.
that was the
security
image.
booth.
Okay.
Was the guy with his 2 arms protecting this kind of like giant heat shield.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
He was like, so the teams were you, the Lizard Man, the Dalek, as you put it, the teleporting woman, Bastard, and Dynamite.
Nah, Bastard just walked off after we met him in the bank. Don't know what happened to him. Apparently, fucking sold us out. Made the plan.
She sure did.
Hmm.
Kind of like, can you give us a better description on the woman?
Woman? Oh, Hispanic. Beautiful. Absolutely. God damn, amazing. What a dime, man. Jesus, she had this beautiful accent to her. Hispanic, I could tell. God damn. She swore to eat my soul if I tried to hit on her.
Appropriate punishment.
Man, I'm sorry for being human. Don't know if anyone in here would know.
Kind of like he starts to say something, looks at his hand, he's like, yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah,
man's
man,
got
nothing wrong
need.
with it. Yeah, nothing wrong with admitting the girl's good looking. Did you guys
Chad.
use code names or?
Code names? Nah, it was just all like, it's like something like Task Force X kind of stuff. Like, I didn't know anybody except Dinomat because that's the only reason why he had the super blowhard braggart reputation. The chick I didn't know, everyone knew me because, you know, I gotta brand myself somehow, else am I gonna get paid. Hi, I'm the guy who makes some of the most excruciating poisons on the earth that even superheroes apparently can shrug off now. There goes that tag. Thank you for killing that bit of business.
If it makes you feel better, I am part god-ish.
I gotta fight part gods on a daily basis, man. It doesn't help.
He shrugs. He's like, I mean, it still works on people.
So what did you need cash for?
What do you mean, what do I need cash for?
Well, you sounded pretty desperate for it whenever we...
Yeah, it's called I'm hungry. I'd like a nice meal once in a while. I live off of ramen cups and have to spend most of my money on what I make for my, you know, my supervillain gig.
You seem pretty proficient with chemistry. You couldn't
course
find
I
a...
did.
You could not find a legit job?
Of course I did, and I found it boring as hell, and I figured out I could make tons of different stuff if I just figured it out. And so I studied a bit of virology, studied a lot of different things, poison, whatever.
You
Started whittle by whittle.
realize you
started-
also could have made a lot more
Made
money in the
bank
government,
and
military.
the government and military.
You wouldn't be
Look.
in this situation.
No, I wouldn't.
Indeed,
You
and
know,
surely
don't
the
let's
government
make
would pay.
make stupid decisions. We gotta stand by them. All right, on my own little brand of stupid integrity or whatever.
Bastion nods and he says, well, sounds like we got all the information we could out of you. So,
Indeed.
Yeah, if you find that chick, he kind of like puts on a napkin and like writes his number on it.
yeah, Bastion takes it. I'll be sure to give it to her. He smiles.
Yeah, be careful if she'll eat your soul instead. But you know, whatever. If I gotta go out, YOLO, right? That's what kids say these days.
Sadly, he kind of gives a thumbs up and walks out of the room.
And verification gets up and puts his chair back and then follows them.
Yeah, Sprawl leaves, and the little spider piece comes and reconnects with them, and they go.
Yeah, and like he notices that finally that the room gets a little bit cooler, and Bastion was having it hot, so he'd be uncomfortable the entire time.
Freaks.
I
And
guess
he
we go
kind of
back.
just walks in, and then he's just like, hey, can I have that? And he kind of like goes to the glass and kind of like puts his finger on it just to make sure, and it's like, all right, hey, can I get like a water and a lawyer or something? Jesus Christ. And he's
Well,
like sweating.
Wave to the detective.
Yeah, now two beat cops just show in. It's just like, just keep it going. You know, it's a fist hump. If you want to get into detective work, this is how it goes. And then she just walks in and goes, all right, shitbag, I'll get you a lawyer. Just need the sign this little disc and this paper saying that you consent to all of that being on record. And he goes, shit, it was on record?
There, you had the right to remain silent, I believe is the phrase. Bizarre.
I had
right?
the right to not die.
It's a bizarre right, but
Yeah, we give like fucking go for a fist bump for verification of just force.
he returns it.
God
Maybe
damn it.
slightly more force than necessary.
Yeah. Just not the right amount of force. He's like, yep, that was worth it. We nailed it.
And then verification is like Sprawl. Let's both send recordings to the police force.
Very well. And so, yeah, Sprawl does that, and he also sends one to the Illuminati as well as backup.
Alright, yeah. You send it all out. You get all the approvals and like whatever like received and all that.
Yay.
Man, I wonder what Joey's gonna say when he sees me, man. Like, he got a new cape, and I got like a ridiculous amount of power. He just kind of like looks at the sun.
Sun gives you a thumbs up.
Oh my god, that
Well, and he did get some more power too. He took the last of his legacy powers last time.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you hear the world creak as he says that, and I'm like, excuse what? Oh, I think I heard that wrong. If you mean does he have like teleportation or something now?
He had to save my brain from being confused.
Yeah. He had like shadow sight before, basically. Now he can teleport.
Yeah. He's like, well, we got a lot of information out of him. Now we know there's about a Hispanic teleportation woman, which really, can I try using Bittery in the files if I heard of a villain like that at all?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then verifications also, while he's doing that, is going to try and upload.
Ah, damn.
Nope, she's new. That's scary.
Wait a minute. Verification is going to try and cross-reference that with the files from the collective will.
So you're gonna add a +1 to it?
Yes, I am. Spend a team.
Oh, so I forgot to spend a team when you're interrogating him.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, down to free team. And yeah, so what does that 7 do for you?
On a hit, I can tell one important detail I've learned from my studies about this particular villain.
Yeah.
Sounds like a witch. Sounds like she's part of the Coven, which is just a group of supervillain witches.
I have a question. Do we have a number by which we can contact the Illuminati, or is it always go through one of the things?
It's always those kind of like funky spy methods.
He kind of sighs, like, we should probably ask Mr. Johnson if he knows any villains that are closely related to being a witch. But like, man, dude. Maybe it'll suck less now that I have... No, that doesn't make any sense. He just kind of sighs. Let's find one of those things. I'm sure you'll love to hear the progress report. And like, we have multiple information about two different
Opposing forces.
yeah. And you guys didn't find a relic on Dynamite, right?
Not unless it was in the bag.
You
Did
guys
we
didn't
pick up the
check
bag?
what was in the bag?
Oh, well, there's just bombs in the bag.
I mean,
Okay,
we didn't
so-
we didn't actively search him. So I mean, if he had it on him, the authorities most likely would have it now, or somebody at the hospital found it.
Yeah, they probably would have.
Also true.
Yeah.
We should probably go back and like try and Dynamat too, because like hopefully if he recovered.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been like 5 hours since we were at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna probably take a couple days. Want to check in on Oliver, like King over there, like see if the Blizzard's got anything.
Worth a shot.
And now you must go to the Live and Let Live Center.
Yay.
It's this nice big green kind of like glass tunnel. This is that kind of like generic modern Art Deco kind of building.
Yay! I'll
Yay.
be right back.
What basic bitches. Yeah, let's take like a 4-minute break. I need to go to the bathroom as well.
Gotcha.
Oh boy, what a great time we're having. I'm
Mhm.
also nearing the end of my rope for energy, so keep that in mind. One last thing, and then we're calling it.
Yep. Yeah. It's been a day.
Same here. Like, I don't know. I took lunch. It looked like it was gonna be great, and then I had lunch, and my stomach was like, "No, you shouldn't have eaten food today." Like, oh man, really?
Yep.
I was like, maybe I'll have dinner, and then my stomach was like, "No, you're not." I'm like, I spent this money on pizza, and I can't even eat it.
Yeah. Let's see. I was sick like over the weekend. Not fun.
I have had like 3 different stomach issues for the past 3 weeks.
Ouch.
I don't even know, man. like, dude, come on, dog, give me a break.
Seriously. Ooh, speaking of dogs, zoonosis.
Zoonosis?
You know, when okay, so basically like animals, especially mammals, like they'll transmit diseases to you, which is good because then over the long term you have a stronger immune system.
You know, now that you mention it, you know what happened 3 weeks ago?
Oh,
Brought into the house.
you what?
Like, funny enough, you mentioned that, and like exactly 3 weeks ago, a cat was brought into the house that I'm currently staying at,
Oh,
and that cat can't leave me the fuck alone. I'm like, stay by your owner. Shower her with your love. I'm trying to do something. You keep clawing on my shirt, and it hurts real bad.
Fate exalted?
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 Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I have not played it before.
Ooh. Sorry, I love this. I love the lore, but I did working on a hack into Powered by the Apocalypse.
Man, that sounds like complicated work. I'm not much for. I don't got much talent in the game design realm.
I mean, a lot of it's just like turning it into like turning something. I don't know. A lot of it's like not terrible for sure.
Yeah. Gotta respect those that can do stuff outside of just being a player.
I'll take the compliment.
Like, I like. I'm dabbling into being a DM, and it is hard work. God damn it. My players keep rolling nat 20s that like derail the story completely.
So
You see, that is the true zen. If you never have a story, your players can never screw it up.
That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make these like one like really contained stories so that worst case scenario they're not screwing up that much. But I had one character because I have a multinational world, and one of the queens has stayed single, and I had planned for her to stay single. Period. And one of the fucking lady killers was like, I want to make a good impression. Then rolled a fucking nat 20 on persuasion, and I was like, she gives you some attention, and later on he's trying to appeal to her heart. Also rolled another 20. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my gosh.
So now she's interested into him, and I don't know what to do about that because like,
What are we in?
me crying because even when he's not a DM, Gray knows how to screw me over. Fuck nat 20s. They're the bane of my existence.
By the way, you know a moment can take care of like multiple people at the same time.
Can what?
I didn't know how much I could or couldn't do, so I decided to keep it.
Total control.
Control.
Total override. That's what that gives you. You know what? That's why Motor Ward got decimated by Night Prowler.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured that this was a good time because I was like, if we lose them, I literally hell we're gonna we have to capture a lead.
It was a good move. I'm still sitting on mine.
You're sitting on 2, right?
You can only sit on one at a time.
Well, yeah, you got. Well, after one expended, then you're sitting on the next one.
Not really. Well,
No?
like you have to get another advance out.
I thought you had Moment of Truth down twice.
You can't. You have to complete the first one before you unlock the second.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you can't
I
have
got-
2 banked. But like once you get done with one, you can of course immediately unlock the second. So cuts both ways, I guess.
I guess since I'm changing my player book, I'll have an opportunity to have moments of truth.
Yeah, that too. You always do. That's why people can change multiple times, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the potential.
Sprawl hasn't really been. Yeah,
What?
nothing. Go on.
I was just gonna say, and being a Nova, potentially a much bigger, more badass moment of truth at that.
Oh yeah, the miniature god complex.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's total rewrite of everything. You can you can fuck Timon with the Novas technically.
I bring down the sun on the enemy. Like Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
But keeping the power contained so it doesn't destroy the planet.
Yeah.
but just enough so it just obliterates the one person or multiple people.
Granted,
mean-
that would be super murder. Which I mean,
Huh.
not against that, I guess, all the way if it's the right villain.
Four-armed, like, unconquered sun just comes on. Everyone is blinded in the shape of this dude, this like invincible sun god, and just looks at the target, and just like slaps him. He's dead.
The sun hands me a coffee before going back up to the sky.
And the world never heard from Elmer's goon again.
Mm-hmm.
Any case, yeah. So, what are we gonna get down with?
Going to interview the lizard.
Yeah, Wizard Man.
We're at Live and Let Live.
Live and let live. So, you check, you check in. Say, hi, welcome to Live and Let Live. The tour will be back in, like, and he walks down 12 minutes.
We're here to see a lizard that was recently brought in for burns, and he just shows the dollar to get it over with.
Alright. He's on, level 3 and covered in aloe vera and containment. Police are already trying to... Not even police.
He's just like,
It's
"Thanks."
like some people from the bank showed up.
Ah,
I think it's something. Nebula?
The Bank of Nebulon, yes.
did one of them happen to be a Felinoran? Kinda looks really worried.
Nah, one of them was this kind of like big warrior dude, humanoid, and the other was this pile of goo.
Oh, thank God. He didn't go and wipe out the last of our evidence.
While we're walking, verification is gonna place a call to the hospital, and just like ask them if anyone has come in for shoot.
Right? Dinah Matthew.
Yeah, Dynamat.
The police.
Were any of them feline
Feline aliens?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think so. Are you high, sir?
No.
He's still in surgery.
Okay. I just,
I think
He's
he's
at risk.
recovering now.
he's at risk.
Of a cat.
It's one of the most ancient alien races.
Okay, History Channel.
Guys have shitty customer service. God hangs up. God damn it. Everyone's so rude.
I'll be sure to get hospital security looking out for a cat.
Verification size and just it's like some days, man.
Yeah, again, like, I don't know, man. All the adults recently make Earth look really bad, but I promise we're not usually all assholes. Like, jeez, man. He just kind of sighs.
Because, talking to someone and it being like, I need to talk to you about a ancient alien cat that might be coming to hurt him, definitely registers on the normal human experience.
In Halcyon City, it kind of does.
Yeah, like,
I mean, it kind of detracts from like the whole like acting of it. I think like not everyone's gonna come into an asshole, and the people who you usually meet have the dollar. But I mean, like say the bakery, for instance, they're used to it. The Chamber of Commerce people, they were used. They were, if you settled in with them, they were running for the door as soon as something was amiss.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no
They
doubt
knew what the
that
hell was going on.
that there's people who haven't dealt with it firsthand, but they still know the stuff exists.
Oh, okay, an ancient alien cat people sounds pretty far-fetched. If it was like superheroes or like a supervillain coming in, like you saying like this shapeshifter in the form of a cat with a scar was coming in, that'd be way more believable than an alien cat. Because everyone already practically believes that cats are already aliens.
Yeah, verification kind of.
Like, it's not about what you're pitching, it's how you're pitching.
Oh well.
What's done is done.
That's getting a very sarcastic answer from everybody. In high, kind of like, high-stress jobs.
Yeah.
Like, hi, how's my mother on cancer doing?
Yeah. Ugh.
Maybe the live people will be nice. We're about to find out anyways. Or at least the lawyer or somebody. We'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, you'll join in on that. Any case, yeah, you get up the elevator and you get to it and you see him. It's kind of like Luke Skywalker, and he's just kind of restrained and it's just like, so you paralyzed him. It's just like, yeah, basically. It wasn't so much as paralyzed, so much as, what's the word?
Immobilized.
Mobilized, there we go, via
You neutralized a target.
Yeah, via a totally medically safe drug.
Hello, by the way.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm the
We
doctor.
talked to him.
I'm the warden of this ward.
Yeah, sorry I put some work on your hands. He was kind of tunneling through a building very fast, and I had to...
Yeah, you did a number on him, but he's already angry. Had to give him twice the dose via an IV just to make sure it went in quick enough. Also, digging around in that guy's arm was a freaking... That was an experience.
Is he out cold right now, or...?
No, he's not. You can see him, he's just... I just gave him enough so he just wouldn't be able to break out and wreak havoc. Between the gel and what we gave him, he's not going to be moving for a long time, but... And anything's going to be via a text kind of basis through his eyes. Kind of like following the keyboard. Got something from Google.
Yeah,
Any case. Yeah, so... I mean, the two guys from the Bank of Nebulon are talking to him. They seem pretty interested. Something about extradition and him being a war criminal or something like that.
Verification walks up and says, "Excuse me, a moment of your time."
And yeah, you see this spaceman going done in like this high regalia, and he has like this kind of like beautiful necklace on his chest, which is a glorious kind of like depiction of a sun almost. And he goes, "And who might you be?"
My name is Verification of Just Force. I am a liaison between the collective and the local superhero organizations. We have information that I believe might be of assistance.
He arches an eyebrow and goes, "Quartermaster, are these the young band that you sent after the artifacts?" And he blurbs, is just like, "Yes."
We got one in the back, by the way.
Congratulations. The wizard is unusually tight-lipped. That's amazing.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! This has made my evening. I am not indicating that it is extraterrestrial. However, it is extraterrestrials.
Oh man, that picture's perfect.
That is perfect. Odd.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
And he goes, "Since you don't know me, I'm gonna let this unusage of my honorific go. I am Toon Khan, ambassador to Earth of the Heavenly Horde. I know of the collective will and of our skirmishes.
Indeed. Glorious combats.
He nods at that. I'm glad you see it our way. In any case, he's being tight-lipped. Won't say a thing. I have matters to attend to back at the bank. The quartermaster, do you think you can stay here and be my little assistant before you take whatever they got back? And he goes, it's like, which one did you get back? I pray it's the hilt
I'm afraid we
of
cannot
Sheep
say.
knowing Khan.
I'm afraid that we cannot say it was.
However, we have gained information recently about who does wield it.
Of course. Who
And,
wielded it was my uncle.
no, I mean currently who has stolen it.
Oh. Well, I hope you apprehend him soon and return what is rightful property. This trust will have to be looked over with the Earthlings with humanity due to this breach.
He nods and says, "We hope that as swiftly as it was lost, it will be gained again by human hands back to where it belongs with your people."
Good word. In any case, I will not bait. I have important matters to attend to. Something that isn't paperwork, I hope. Anyway, quartermaster, I'll see you within the hour. And he kind of just walks out. He also has this kind of like sword hilt just on his hip. It's also very ornamental, and underneath like his furs, you can see this like kind of like space leather armor that's also studded and beautiful as he's wrapped in these kind of like exotic furs that's lining him, and he has this jet black ponytail as he walks past you. He also has a humongous belt with his kind of like what would be almost considered a buckler on his added center. And he has military boots that that kind of like stomp as they walk out with fatigue pants.
Bastion kind of looks to the lizard man.
The wizard man just stares at you.
So, here we are again.
The text screen goes, "We're the adversary."
He nods. The same. I wouldn't have had to pull out this much power for anyone else.
And it just dots.
He's like, well, from what I understand it, you were sold out by the members of your crew, and you are aware of the collective will, and that they are not happy with what's going on either due to the uses of their technology.
No one would ever be if trade secrets got out.
The collective will is somewhat unusually protected. Technical supremacy, I might say. with that in mind, I would strongly suggest cooperation.
You want to provoke him?
I do, yeah, because he's like, don't be so. We're pretty. Can be pretty wonky if we don't get what we want. So I'll take it.
All right. He goes. The cat had it in a case.
And where was the cat?
Gave it to his robot and to the robot thing. While everyone was preparing, I heard them something about just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case.
And to collaborate with Ellis Doom, he kind of rolls his eyes, said,
Pitiful human.
yeah, he's like, we can't all be winners. Did you happen to see who took which relics?
Of course. I took the hammer of my brother. The demolitions expert and the robot took the sword of the Khan's uncle, and the tapestry of my people was taken by the witch.
Do you happen to know anything about the witch?
He random, like, his head makes like this motion, like he just like jerks it to the floor.
Was that a no?
My people are superstitious of magic. Technology, science, we can understand. Magic is almost, we haven't encountered anyone with magic. Even the Khans draw on a different source of energy, so it's a largely human and foreign concept that we don't like and are weary of.
I'm inclined to sympathize.
I don't need your sympathy. I just need your understanding.
Yeah, he's like, well, I guess as a slightly magic man, you don't have to talk about it. Did anyone voice intentions on whether they were going to take their goods?
No.
So...
Except me. But that was my price to get the rest of it.
Yeah.
Explain.
You wanted to know about the job, not my reasoning.
So you all teamed up together through who exactly? Who organized this band, and what was the offer that he granted?
Bastard. And he said, name it.
And you all broke in, took the relics, and then dispersed in separate directions without plans of seeing each other again?
There was supposed to be drop-offs after Wang Lo. Obviously, he didn't have that plan for us. Probably because I wanted to keep the hammer.
Where did you find it?
Find what?
Where were you planning on dropping off?
The hammer? I wasn't. I was the muscle. Ellis Doom and I were simply just weighing low till he can get his payment until I can leave. and head out to a front.
So he was planning on, the plan was to be given the payment directly.
No. He wouldn't dare work that directly. He knew he needed that personal touch in the beginning, but after that, as impartial as it could be, he should be getting the third item or the second item now.
Yeah, you know.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, we think the hilt was probably taken by him already.
Most likely. What would draw him out?
You just get the whipsies.
Yeah, figured he probably would know. How much of a perfectionist would you say he was?
The cat's adaptable. I wouldn't say he's a perfectionist. I'd say he's thorough, but
Yeah.
if he was a perfectionist, he probably would have died a long time ago.
Yeah, he nods. Like, so probably dangling the mall.
That's useful.
Thanks.
Hence why he probably took the opportunity to get rid of me. I would have been a danger.
Would he likely come back at you, attempt to finish the job?
He can try.
Hopefully he won't.
Probably not. He likes to walk. He likes just to keep himself clean of a situation. I've heard about him before. He's very touch and go, nomadic. That would be another thing that would probably have killed him, is just keeping vendettas. The cat's actually quite respectable in his modus operandi.
Yeah, he nods, remembering what Night Prowler had said about that guy. Damn, we're kind of running out of leads, huh?
Indeed. This is rapidly becoming challenging.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Throw cat food at Bastion next time you see him.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that. He kind of nods with a smile on his face. Fucker.
He finds it as a humongous insult.
Noted.
What did he say to do? Throw what in his face?
Throw cat food in his face. He finds it as a giant insult.
We'll stop by the store later.
Yep.
I guess we should be out of your way then. We'll tell them that you were very cooperative.
He shrugs. Cooperation is not what I need.
Only understanding? Wait.
Man.
Not understanding in this case. Vengeance, maybe? I was always the spiteful one out of my pod. Hence why my brother was war leader and I was not.
We should stay in contact.
You should stay out of my way.
Perhaps we could be useful to each other.
I only respect the glowing one.
Shrugs is like,
Not some overzealous tin can.
Verification is just like,
I know of your people,
and
I fought them. And they broke.
it is what is within us that makes us powerful, not what is without.
Bastion puts a hand on your shoulder verification. He's like, I think it's time for us to go. And like, you can kind of see like a soft smoldering behind his eyes as he's trying to not get angry.
Verification's like, I agree.
The wizard smiles at the Bastion.
Yeah, he's like, I had a feeling you'd like that. He's just like, well, hopefully our paths never cross again.
And with that, we'll end the session.
Woo!
Okay. Yeah.
The session moves, folks.
Okay.
Womp womp.
Hmm.
Way to go. Investigations was clean. Combat was clean.
We didn't vegetable somebody.
Looking at you, Sprawl.
Nah, we just barbecued him.
I mean, he lived.
So, oh, my guy lived too.
Yeah.
That's still to be debated.
Yeah, you just gotta give him a couple of hours.
And like intense operation, finger crossing. Might pull through fine. Like, this dude, we just need to slap some aloe vera and like.
Got to use LS Doom. Booyah.
Could be worse, right?
Yeah, the interrogations went like surprisingly well.
Yet
Because
nobody
you guys
died.
did super well on your superior roles.
Yep.
Yep.
Plus, I had fun just being on. I think the wizard's more of an honest character than Slimy.
Yeah. He's a good kind of lizard.
He's the angry kind of wizard.
Vengeance. Yeah, like his fucking like last Lucy and Bastion. I see the darkness runs through you, Padawan. Like, Bastion's like, I don't like that this guy likes that I'm getting angry.
He wants a rival on the battlefield,
I mean, he'd get one in Bastion.
and that's what he's getting, and he's happy about that.
Yep.
Well, I feel like growing into my own is just the only correct answer. As he has finally accepted that part of himself that he's always shut away. And so I'm going to shift down mundane and up freak.
Conceal, don't feel.
Yep.
Don't let them know.
My mundane took a huge hit.
Yes, it
like,
did.
having a little bit to like having none, because it got a net -3.
My gosh.
Because I was embracing the trait that my superior my mentor disdained, so I had to do -2 from that, and then I did -1 right now. But my freak's at +3. I'm super powerful.
Yep.
I think Sprawl grew closer to Bastion with the transformation and feeling all freakish himself. He kind of relates.
Yeah.
I think you already have influence over me, so.
Anything in particular you want to move? Like, I would say today, you probably. Can your mundane move any further down?
No.
Okay, let me think of something else then. Can your savior move up?
Yeah, Danger can't move up, and Mundane can't move down, and that's it.
Okay, I'd say savior up, danger down, because I can't move down freak because you
Oh yeah,
use
no, that's fine.
some supernatural means to do the protection, but you showed yourself to be a defender today when Bastion needed you to. Which, had you failed that role, I would have asked if I could use a moment of truth to force that safety and just try to do everything at once.
What are you talking about? I did something supernatural or whatever.
Like, you took a chunk of rock and fucking threw it in the way. That's not a human thing to pull off.
Oh, okay.
He summoned a chunk of rock.
Yeah, I
Put it there.
It was hard light.
I projected
it was
it
magic.
from hard light hologram, basically.
Oh yeah, so something even more impossible. Yeah.
Well, when you said supernatural, I was thinking magic, actual, not tech or something.
Yeah.
We actually have we have like 2 proper magic men now.
2 what?
2 proper magic men now, both through sort of pact.
Magic is a bit different. Magic deals with Waylines, Divine, and Cosmic is like this weird source.
I am divine, huh?
Also,
Yeah.
your character is too.
Hey, hey. Well done. Well done.
Caught
Yep.
me off guard. Smooth operator over here.
Got me. Got me.
Oh. Joey shows up next time on his bike.
Psh. Hmm.
I give Night Prowler a high five and like half his suit.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops. Let me just.
Bastion makes the clothes drop off.
Oh. Oh. I see.
I'm also waiting. I'm looking forward to seeing Shroudhound again because I'm pretty sure Shroudhound proud. And it'd be nice to have finally a moment where his dad can be proud of him because he's done nothing but disappoint.
Which will, of course, not happen because.
I swear to God, if the next time I see Shroudhound is in a hospital, fucking beside my.
Say again?
I fucking swear to God, the next time I see Shroudhound, I'm going to be beside myself.
Yep. He's gonna be like,
Even with superpowers, you're still landing in the hospital bed.
oh my god. It's terrifying. I mean, kind of accurate, though. I don't know. We'll see.
Now the power balance is very evened out, too. Like, it's kind of hard to say who's the strong.
I mean, at this point, I think we can actually probably verification.
Hmm?
I don't know. I think verification may actually be in the running for weaker.
Yeah.
I mean, verification uses the power, but like, I don't know. Verification seems like all he is like a cheap suit.
Yeah, like that. Your power comes from an unknown a little bit, just like Sprawl does. Like yours comes from another civilization, while Sprawl's comes from the future. But me and Joey come from places that have almost unlimited power.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess we're not really sure what verification's limits are.
Yeah. How
Although,
much?
like,
Just how powerful are the space commies?
I mean, I feel like if you actually let a of them come at you, like, you dead.
Yeah, I'd rather not get hit by that plasma cannon, like ever.
Yeah. Well, I was talking like if if like there was a worship, which is totally a thing that might happen.
Yeah, that's gonna be a scary moment of truth.
Yeah, that's like my image of like what a moment of truth tends to look like.
Because my moment of truth wasn't a thing of scale; it was a thing of like it helped him find himself.
Yeah, it was a transformation, a self-identity.
Which I guess Joey's was too.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Sprawls, because Sprawl does over the top shit without the moment of truth.
I know. Oh man.
I don't know what you mean.
I wonder.
It has something to do with I don't know, a giant turning into a.
Turn it into a helicopter, maybe. I don't know. Man, using your mouth, opening your mouth, and a chain gun just kind of firing.
That was really cool.
Dude, man, Sprawl's shit's really awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And still, he's so completely different from what I intended him to originally be.
What did you originally intend?
Like a very low key, infecting people with his tech and then taking them over, like creating legions of people, basically.
Oh my god, that's
Jesus
terrifying.
Christ, that's scary. That's scary as all hell.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Techno necromancer.
Yes, exactly.
Technomancer.
No, that's something else.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Techno necro.
My favorite genre of music.
Yep. Wah wah wicka 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 wah.
Brains.
I guess verification is going to grow closer to Bastion, really. Like, in the sense, because like there's the sense that this is going to sound terrible, but like that Bastion is finally actually a real force to be reckoned with, and like,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
and like verification finally doesn't feel like he needs to like tread on eggshells around him for fear of breaking his fragile human body.
Yeah, let's be real. But if it weren't for this transformation, the running gag of Bastion being a fucking piece of grass in the wind would have kept going.
Something something leaf in the wind, watch me soar.
Anything in particular I can't move?
Actually no. Just you can't affect my. Everything else is up for grabs.
You can't affect your what?
My superior is locked.
Okay.
Is it locked at 3?
Huh?
Is it
Yeah,
locked,
it's locked
at 3?
at 3.
I'll say plus. Maybe +1 to mundane and -1 to freak, because you spent a lot of this session using actually pretty human ways of dealing with negotiations, where you're like offering prison that was like more humane, and you were trying to strike a deal. Like you were using very police tactics rather than the first interrogation, which was full of threats of violence and then eventually violence.
Yeah. Okay, so it's funny. Like, I originally intended it to be very much like, yeah, you know what we do with prisons or with prisoners? We like destroy, we like work them to death. But like, our wonderful GM was like, "Oh wait, that's kind of cliche."
Yeah. So it's like, no, actually, it's pretty great. Our prisons are the shit.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, that's what I'm about. Making something new.
Yep.